Hey, welcome to class today. We're going to begin by just starting in whatever is a comfortable starting position for you. So I'm sitting in this cross-legged position, but you're welcome to sit up against the wall, lie down, whatever, sit on blankets, bolsters, whatever you need in order to feel comfortable. And once you're there, allow the eyes to close. And just relax the face, relax the jaw. And just take a moment to check in with the breathing, noticing the quality of the breath and where you feel your body moving as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And just taking a few moments to allow yourself to breathe naturally. As you can only begin with where you are in this moment. And then begin to check in with your body, noticing where your awareness is drawn. So if you're feeling any pain or discomfort, that will catch the attention first. And it's just simply being mindful and attentive to what you notice as you move throughout your practice. And then go ahead and take a slow, deep breath in. And exhaling out at your own pace. And in this space, meet yourself with compassion. And treat yourself with loving kindness, allowing the practice to nurture the self, not cause it any harm. Listening to and honoring your needs above and beyond the structure of the class. And if the eyes were closed, go ahead and gently open the eyes. We're going to begin practice today. We start on all fours and we're going to ease into our child's pose. So go ahead and ease your hips back towards your heels. And then slowly, you can extend the arms if that's more comfortable. You can fold one arm on top of the other and place the forehead on top of the arms. Okay. And if for any reason it's uncomfortable to sit back on the heels, sometimes what makes it easier is to grab a blanket or a bolster and place it in between the hips and the heels, filling any space between where you're sitting and what you're sitting upon. Okay. And if that's not a comfortable position, please just take a comfortable position that just allows the back to round naturally. And just take a couple deep breaths here. Just feeling the breath just naturally expand the body on the inhale. And just allow everything to release, to let go as you exhale. And then slowly go ahead and press into the lower legs and bring yourself up onto all fours. And then slowly extend that right leg behind you, press through the heel, draw the belly towards the center of the body, engaging through that right buttock. And then as you exhale, the belly is strong, the pelvic floor is lifted, and you're bringing the knee towards the nose. And just repeat that. Inhale, looking to the floor, keeping the back of the neck long. And you can point the foot or flex the foot. Exhaling, the knee to the nose. Make sure that as you exhale and round the spine, the back of the body can relax and stretch. You inhale, feel the whole body working together from the toes through the top of the head. And one more time on the inhale, extending that right leg back, reaching through the crown of the head, getting as long as you can. And then slowly release that right leg down next to the left. If you need to take a break off the wrists, you can always come down onto the forearms and you can circle through the wrists, or you can remain on the forearms, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, little external rotation in the shoulders as we begin the second side. Back of the neck is long. Inhale as you extend, exhaling to round. So as you're moving this way with the breath, notice what areas of the body are touching the earth and press down through those points of contact so that you have a good foundation for your pose. And then you are coming from a good foundation to support the rest of the body. Every exhale, there is a gentle lift through the pelvic floor. And then you can think of cinching the waist as the belly draws towards the center of the body. And just repeating this a couple more times, inhaling as the body lengthens. Exhaling as you round, move at your own pace. And then this time as you inhale, go ahead and reach back. You can point or flex the foot. A nice long stretch. Left buttock is strong. And then exhale, release that left leg down. Go ahead and walk the arms forward. Shift the hips back. Give everything another nice long stretch through the back of the body. And then press into the lower legs. Go ahead and come all the way up onto the knees. Roll through the shoulders. Good. And then we're going to come all the way up to a standing position. All right, so from your standing position, go ahead and clasp the hands behind you. They can be clasped behind you, they can rest on the lower back, or you can position the hands on the waist. Okay, so whichever works for you. But again, there's that external rotation of the shoulders, and then weight is more in your heels than in front of the foot. The belly and the pelvic floor are engaged, and as you inhale, reach the arms back, lift them up, and then begin to shift a little more weight into the front of the feet as you lift through the heart, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, let that release, and we'll repeat that a few times. So inhaling, letting everything lift up through the heart, weight shifts towards the front of the foot. Exhaling, letting your weight settle towards your heels, bringing everything back to neutral. We'll repeat this a couple more times. Again, moving at your own pace. The inhale is bringing you into a back bend. The exhale brings you back to neutral. And you're feeling that weight shift on the feet to support the movement through the rest of the body. The weight shifts towards the front of the feet as you inhale, and it settles back towards the heels as you exhale. And then go ahead and release that all the way. Release the arms and circle through the shoulders. So now we'll go ahead and inhale the arms out to the side, bringing them all the way up, lifting up through the fingertips. And as you exhale, press down through the left heel as you begin to bend over to the right, turning the head, looking up underneath that left arm. Press into your right foot, inhale all the way up, and exhale to the opposite side. Stay rooted through that right heel as you bend to the left, looking up towards the ceiling. The inhale will bring the body all the way up. Keep rooting through your foundation. And the exhale will take the body over to the side. So one thing I like to mention is that if one side is stretching, the opposite side of the body is strong, so that the side that's stretching has somewhere to land. You're not asking a certain part of the body to stretch and support you at the same time. So we'll go one more time to the right. Good, and one more time, moving through your inhale through center, your exhale to the opposite side as you ease over to the left, and then coming all the way up. Release, exhale the arms out to the side and all the way down. Roll through the shoulders. Great. So now we'll go and work a little bit more with stretching the back of the legs. So bring the hands to the waist. Step your right foot forward, your left foot back a comfortable distance, and turn that left heel in slightly. Press down through the heels, lifting through the arches of the feet. Feel yourself gently engage through the belly, a lift through the pelvic floor. The shoulders are back. Inhale, lift the heart just like we did at the very beginning of class. And this time, as you exhale, you're starting to fold at the hip crease. So you're not rounding in the spine, pressing down firmly through that back heel as you fold forward. Keep lifting through the arches of the feet. And then as you inhale, really press down through that left heel. Squeeze, engage that left buttock to lift the body all the way up, and the heart lifts. Exhaling as you fold forward, pressing back through your front foot. The tops of your legs are good and strong. You're not locking out your knees, not looking for a stretch in the back of the knees, but in the back of the legs. You don't want to stretch your joints. You want to stretch the muscles. So exhaling as you fold forward. Again, the back of the body is stretching, so you want the front of the body nice and strong. One more time to this right side, exhaling as you fold forward. Pause here for a couple breaths, really pressing back through that right heel. You're sending the hips behind you. If you're feeling pain at all in the lower back, go ahead and instead you can place a chair in front of you and you don't have to fold forward as far. So you're not competing with yourself, you're not competing with anybody. Meet yourself where you are. Inhale, press into that left heel, engaging the left buttock, coming all the way up, and then we go to the opposite side. You may find that the distance of the feet need to change. You may want to take the feet a little wider on your mat. Okay, turning that right heel in so that you feel nice and stable. Anchor through that right heel, right buttock engaged. Lift through the arches of both feet all the way through the inner thighs. Hands on the waist. Inhale, lifting the chest up. Exhale, the hips are easing back. You're not rounding through the spine. Inhale, press into that right heel. Engage strongly through the right buttock to help draw the body up, lifting up through the chest. Exhaling as you fold forward. The thighs are strong. Your foundation is very rooted, very grounded. The inhale, you're strongly working the back left side of the body to bring your body up. Exhaling as you fold. You want to keep the weight as you're coming forward, going behind you, going back behind you. Inhale, pressing through that right heel as you come all the way up. Exhaling. So even as the top half of your body is folding forward, try not to feel all your weight spill into that front leg. You're really anchoring through this back leg. You start to feel all the weight go into the front leg. Don't fold as far. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, just meet yourself exactly where you are in this moment and expect one side to be a little different than the other. Okay, this next time, exhale, go ahead, fold forward. Take a couple breaths here. You're not looking for pain. You're just looking for a sensation of stretch through the back of the legs. You're strong in the front of the body to support that stretch. And then press firmly into that right heel, right buttock engaged, lifting all the way up, lift the heart, and then exhale, release. Good, come back to center. rolling through the shoulders. Good. Let's inhale, bring the arms all the way up, lift up, lift up, lift up. And then exhale, release the arms out and down. Good. And then roll through the shoulders again. You can circle through the wrists from the work we did with those hands earlier. Wiggle through the fingers. Then go ahead, take the hands to the waist and bend your right knee. You're going to work on a little balance. Pressing down, shift more weight into your left heel and lifting that right knee up. Good. And circle through that right ankle. Good. And if you're wobbly on that left ankle, you can always use a wall or a chair or something that's close by for support. And then go ahead and release that right leg down and then move the hips a little side to side. Okay. All right. Now we'll go to the right side. So the weight shifts into that right leg, pressing down through the right heel. The right buttock is strong. The left leg lifts. Again, you don't want to feel like you're having to grab with the right toes, but you are using the toes for balance. So more weight's in the heel. You don't want to feel any pain in your knee. And then we'll go ahead and circle around through that left ankle. So one of the ways that we release the work out of this pose is that when we lift the knee, we'll also hike up the hips. So just notice if that's something that you're doing. Just be aware of it, and you can work on allowing the sides of the waist to be level on both sides. All right. And then go ahead and release that left foot down. Good. And just notice how you feel. Step the legs nice and wide. Turn the feet so that they're parallel to each other, but then gently begin to externally rotate the hips so you're taking the tops of the thighs away from each other. From here, bring that external rotation all the way up into the right hip down to the right foot so you're turning that right foot away from you. That same hip hinge we've been doing, you'll do here, folding at that right hip. Let the right hand rest on the right leg. You're not bringing weight into that right hand. Bring the left arm up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades together. You're hugging the front and back bodies together, lifting through the pelvic floor. Draw the chin in towards the throat so that you cannot see the front of your body. Take a deep breath in, really extend. And then as you exhale, as if you're pulling on a rope with this left hand, squeeze through that left waist, press down through your left heel, come all the way up. Turn that right leg to face forward, and we'll go over to the opposite side. Arms out to a T pose, shift the hips back, bringing that left arm down. The right arm reaches all the way up. Another nice big stretch. If you're tight in the back of your legs like I am, you may be feeling a big stretch on the hamstrings in this pose. Hamstrings, the back of the upper legs. If not, you might be feeling it somewhere else. No pain. Don't go for any stretch or pain through the joints. When you're ready, press down through that right heel, squeezing in that right waist. Come all the way up. Bring the left leg in. Lower the right arm down. Roll through your shoulders, heel toe the feet together. And then we'll make our way down to the floor again. If it's comfortable to sit back on the heels, do so. If it's not, you can take any seated position that is comfortable. Okay, inhale both arms all the way up. And as you exhale, use those belly muscles and twist to your right. Go ahead and bring the left hand to rest on the right leg, the right arm behind you. Take the head all the way over that right shoulder with the eyes. Look to the right. Take a couple deep breaths here. You're lifting tall through the crown of the head. And then on your inhale, reach through the arms all the way up and go right over to the left side. Exhale and the arms come down. Same thing, chin over the shoulder, the eyes look to the left. Keep the abdomen working, gentle lift through the pelvic floor. Feel the muscles in the back working. And then inhale, the arms out and up. We'll repeat this one more time to each side. Exhale over to the right, looking over that right shoulder. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale over, left side, last time. Look over the shoulder. Good, and then inhale. Come all the way up. Lift those arms all the way up. And then exhale, bring the arms down. Go ahead and sit off the heels. And bring the legs out in front. Give them a good shake. Circle through the feet and the ankles. Good. And then go ahead, come back to that starting position. And I'm in a cross-legged position, so whatever allows you to do this movement, and I'll show you the movement. The hands are on the knees. We're just rounding everything out, making sure everything is lined up in the spine after those twists. So you're exhaling back. Inhale, lift the heart. And we'll just repeat this one more time. Exhale back. Inhale, just come to a neutral spine that feels comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Let the eyes close. And then take a breath. Offer gratitude for all that supports you. And as you breathe, feel your strength. Acknowledge your beauty. Honor your truth. And if you choose, bring the hands to the heart and namaste.